The NFL draft is a month away. Who is your team going to pick? All right, so we're going to get into this mock draft. We're not going to do trades, anything special, none of that stuff. We're just going to get into it. So we're going to start with the first pick. I believe no team trades up for a person that they could have been getting. CJ Stroud had an amazing showing at the combine. Now, granted, he was in shorts and a t shirt, but that's who I think the number one pick is. If Bryce Young has been the number one quarterback, there's no reason to. You could have moved up a long time ago. The number two pick, I do not want the Texans to draft a quarterback, but let's be realistic. Everybody loves a good quarterback. Somebody with a name sells tickets. Bryce Young's going to be the pick. The Cardinals, Jalen Carter, he has been having some issues lately, so that pick is going to fall. However, Will Anderson is still there. The Cardinals can use a lot of picks. We're going to go get Will Anderson. The Colts have been doing a lot, and I think that they'll take a chance on a quarterback. I know Anthony Richardson, he passed the combine, the athletic ability, the size, everything like that. Everybody falls in love with all that stuff. However, Will Levis is still a big arm guy, and a lot of people like that. So I think this will be a surprising pick, and they'll go with Will Levis. I got a lot of quarterbacks going early. The Seahawks, there's a lot of things they could do with this. They did just re-sign Geno Smith. Well, they didn't just re-sign him. That kind of already happened. But at the same time, go ahead and... you could go ahead and get an Anthony Richardson, but at the same time, there's so many other needs that they have, and I feel that you can build around other pieces. I personally think they should go with like a lineman or a defensive player, something like that. But at the same time, I think they'll try and develop somebody underneath Geno. Anthony Richardson is perfect for that because he has all the tools and he can learn. The Lions, with this pick, once again, there's a lot of things that they can do with it. They as well need a quarterback, but there's no quarterback on the board. I feel like you don't need to reach up for this. So what are we going to do? We're going to take that best player, which I do like Wilson. There's a lot of people that I do like on this team. Murphy, you can even go with a Jalen Carter. We're not gonna do. We're gonna do best fit. Jalen Carter, he's falling to me. He's not finishing drills. I like Brian Brzee. I'm taking Brian Brzee for the Lions still. That's still my pick. The Raiders, once again, they could use a quarterback. They do have Jimmy Garoppolo, but I don't think that's your answer. That's not what you need to go with. But there's a lot of things they can do here. Let's help the run game. The run game, well, that's not a run game. He's a pass blocker, but he's also a big-bodied guy. Broderick Jones as well. You could get Broderick Jones. That would actually, I do like Paris Johnson, but I think Broderick Jones to the Raiders is a good pickup to me. The Falcons, so many things you can do with this pick, but let's go ahead and get Tyree Wilson. You just can't keep letting him fall. The Bears, there's a lot of things that the Bears need, but I feel that they are going all in on helping their quarterback. A lot of people right here would love for me to get a receiver, but the Bears have been getting a lot of picks, and honestly, I say that you go ahead and protect your investment. He can run, he can do a lot of things. But that's tough. You need to get him some guys he can throw the ball to. I'm still gonna go with Paris Johnson Jr. so you can start developing that position. and the Eagles. The Eagles are a loaded team. There's so much they can do, but with so many questions, can Jordan Davis? How many downs can he play? I'm going to go ahead and take a risk, take a flyer. They went to the Super Bowl. This is just a good pick. Get Jalen Carter. He still has a lot of ability. The Titans, there's with the division they're in. Christian Gonzalez is a monster. Take him. He fell to you. Take him. Texans, once again, there's a lot of things that they need. It's a lot of players they can use. You have a new quarterback, get him somebody he can throw it to. Jackson Smith and Jigba, perfect player. The Jets, their defense is actually pretty solid, but you're bringing in Aaron Rodgers, possibly. They keep talking about it, but I've yet to see the deal go through. So I would like to go for another lineman, even though they've been loading up that lineman with Becton, Vera, the USC lineman. Can't think of his name right now. So you could load up some more there, but at the same time, Miles Murphy is almost too perfect just sitting there. You're going to go there. And this pick, I've had the same pick for the Patriots, pick 14. Some people might not be a fan of it, but I like Michael Mayer. I like Michael Mayer. I like how the Patriots have always utilized a tight end, so I'm a fan of it. Jordan Love needs a lot of help. Let's get Quentin Johnson. Finally go get him a receiver. Washington Redskins, a lot of things that they need. They could get more protection on the offensive line, especially with looking at a team like the Eagles and the Cowboys and the things they provide. But also the pass game is kind of crazy. So a big cornerback like Devon Witherspoon is big, or you can look to stop the pass rush. Honestly, I think that they would look to. I think you go for stopping that pass rush. Let's get Peter. He's still on the board. So a guy I like. Pittsburgh Steelers, a lot of things they can do with this pick. But they just lost Terrell Edmond. I actually like this. Brian Branch, put him next to Micah. You just went with Brian on this one. So with the things you can do here, do you go and get you a quarterback? It is possible, but I don't like any of these quarterbacks. I'm going to be honest with you. Hendon Hooker just hurt his knee, and so it's just not really something that I would want. I can't remember what cornerbacks they have because I think they did re-sign Okuda, but also at the same time he's had injury issues and he really hasn't shown up too much. Let's get Witherspoon and try and help that defense out. The Bucks, I would really love for Bijan to fall to the Cowboys, but from what I'm seeing, you got to help Baker out. Give him a run game. You're not going to rely on Baker to just dominate, so we're going to take him. The Seahawks, and earlier I got them Anthony Richardson, so he can start developing. But as far as what I like from their team, actually, let's get Dalton Kincaid. He's been flying up boards, and I think a tight end would be very good on in that spot. The Chargers, once again, looking at what's around them, I want Joey Porter Jr. Joey Porter is a good player. The Ravens, there's so much that they need, but also they need to make Lamar happy. I think you make Lamar happy, you can maybe get some work going on that redeal. So we're going to go Jordan Addison with this pick right here. Now we're up to the Vikings. There was a lot of things that the Vikings could use, but Ringo is a beast of an athlete. Let's get Ringo, bring him in. Jags, once again, I want to build that offensive line a little bit more. And they just lost their tackle, I believe, because I want to say the Chiefs were looking at him. So we need to get some O-line help, and we're going to go right here with Darnell Wright. The Giants, they have so much that they need to stop, but also I want to see them grab a linebacker that can kind of cover all over the field. So I like somebody like a Trenton Simpson with them. The Cowboys, Lucas Van Ness is almost too perfect for them. If Lucas Van Ness is at 26, I'm absolutely taking him. The Bills, they have... the Bills are a good team, but at the same time, they keep finding a way to fall short every time. And I would like to see them get another weapon for Allen, but at the same time, you also could build the defense. But you know what? I'm going to build the defense, and a lot of people. So you have Folksy here, you have Smith here, but you know what I would like to see? I would like to see Drew Sanders learn under Von Miller. I just think that would be great. And for this pick right here, the Bengals, I actually, some people might not like it. If you have Kalijah Cansey still sitting on the board, I would actually like Cansey right here. But at the same time, there's some other things that they do need on the Bengals. Um, let's just go Nolan Smith. Yeah, I'm gonna take Nolan Smith over. And we are at the Saints. The Saints, they could have, they go different ways as well. But Cansey can't keep falling. You got to take Cansey right there. We're back to the Eagles, and the Eagles, they have so much going on for them. Earlier, we got Jalen Carter, so we built there. What do we want to do here? I think they've done so much this offseason. They've loaded up. They have receivers. They have a gang of running backs. They have their quarterback. They have their tight end. They have their offensive line. They have so much stuff. Um, to be honest, there's just really nothing. Yeah, there's nothing that they need. And once again, I say let's have fun with this pick. You can have fun on that team. Darnell Washington. You can take chances if you're an Eagle. And then finally, we have the Kansas City Chiefs with the last pick. And I know some people are going to get mad at me. They love Zay Flowers, they love Josh Downs. But there's another player that I would like to talk about. Um, wow, he's not even on here. I'm going to have to try and figure out what's going on with that. I don't see his name on any of the stuff. We're going to go Jalen Hyatt with this pick just to get them a weapon. Here we go. Parker Washington. I don't think he's going to go first round. Don't get me wrong. But Parker Washington, I really want to know where he goes because that kid has so much talent. He just has to put it all together. So we're going to draft Jalen Hyatt to finish the draft. And that's everything. So tell me what you think about the picks. Like, comment, share, subscribe. This is Mosey the Must See. Later.